Hello everyone, welcome all of you to the deep dives. So in this particular part, I'll be covering the rest part of the engineering geology. That is, I'm going to tell about RQD, some things about RMR and Q system. Okay, so in this particular part, I'll be covering the RQD and some of the previous year question that has been asked in the Assistant Geologist in 2020. Okay, and some of the question related to this and the YouTube community question. Okay, because many of mailed me regarding the last question that has been posted in YouTube community. So slightly I have mentioned the 20 meter instead of 2 meter, right? So it's by chance or unfortunately misprint in the question. Okay. So before jumping into the main topic, I would like to say about many students visit the channel but don't even subscribe to the channel. So I just request to all of you, please subscribe to the channel for the future really good content and like for the future practices. Okay, so that we can take the directly live stream in the YouTube or live classes or whatever you want to. So that's all for my side. It's just a request and just a token of love for the YouTube channel. Okay, thank you so much. Let's go to the main topic. Okay, so this is the lecture number 10, that is engineering geology part 3 of the quick revision course. As it is a quick revision course, I will not go through the detail कि RQD का application क्या होता है, RMR का application क्या होता है, why do you use normally this type of parameter for the classifying the rock mass and all those things. ठीक है, मैं ज़्यादा नहीं जाऊँगा डिटेल पे, जस्ट इतना बता दूंगा ताकि आपको क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो सके, because this is the quick revision course. Okay, we'll not go into the detail course because this course is a completely 6 semester or like maybe a 1 year course, because in one semester you have to study all those detailed application and all those theoretical aspect, you know, theoretical aspect, all those concept. Then in the next semester we'll apply all those things in the lab perspective. This is some of the test in the lab. Okay, UCS test, tensile test. Okay, some of the study or some of the like stereographic projection studies. Okay, so these are really important for the engineering geology. ठीक है, ये जब हम engineering course launch करेंगे, gradually हम study करेंगे all those these things. So for time being, I will not go into the detail part. Just I will cover the what is required for the coming Assistant Hydrogeologist examination. Okay. Okay. So I have already given this question. This is assignment for you. ये पिछले वीडियो पे मैं दिया था आप लोग को. So the thing is, this is the NXI score. NXI score. Okay, specimen. इसका डायमीटर बताया था, it is 54 mm according to ISRM standard, International Society of Rock Mechanics. ठीक है. So अलग भी कोई डिफिनेट साइज ऑफ डायमीटर का है, डिफरेंट साइज, जैसे मान लीजिए एक साइज है, ये सारे कुछ बता चुका हूँ मैं क्लास पे. EX साइज है that is 23 मिलीमीटर, है ना. BX साइज है 41 मिलीमीटर. ठीक है. So that's all. So this is the approximately cylindrical कोर जो सैंपल रहता है उसका डायमीटर है. ठीक है. So NX, AX, so these are the just the nomenclature according to ISRM standard. Okay. So NXI score we normally use in the like the application all those rock mechanics and different type of tests we are conducting in the lab. So we prefer the NXI score for the sampling purposes, है ना. जब सैंपल हम उठाते हैं, so we normally bring the sample like at 54 mm or like make it to the 54 mm sample. ठीक है. Please do it. I already covered in the last video. So please go through that particular video for the covering of the unique cell compressive strain and tensile strain. I have discussed all those things. Okay, and all those mathematical expression. expression for the calculation of UCS and all those tensile tests. Brazilian test ये भी बता चुका था. Please go through that particular video. Okay, so we already have discussed the nature of rock. What are the different type of rock? So like homogeneous rock, whether the rock is continuous in nature or discontinuous in nature, or the particular rock mass. This is not actually rock. So we are, if you are like studying the engineering geology, the main purpose is to rock mass. Okay, so in the rock mass, whether we normally see it is homogeneous in nature or heterogeneous in nature, okay, or maybe the rock mass is continuous or any type of discontinuity is present or not, okay. So discontinuous and isotropic and anisotropic. So these are some of the properties you have to identify, okay, in the field or like in the lab also. So this is the homogeneous sample or continuous sample, isotropic, you know, right? All those properties same in all direction. So isotropic and anisotropic are a directional property. Okay, and continuous, homogeneous and heterogeneous. So these are the like rock properties or compositional properties, you can say. Compositional properties. Okay, and we have to identify whether the joint or any type of fracture is continuous or not in the field, or whether there will be some discontinuity in between those rock mass or not. Okay, and we already discussed intact rock क्या होता है, highly fractured rock क्या होता है, layer intact rock क्या होता है. So all these terminology we have already discussed. So let's come to the now subsurface exploration. But why subsurface exploration is really important for the understanding the subsurface lithology. ठीक है? To understanding subsurface structure, not only lithology and structure, we have to identify the different type of unit, like different type of bed unit, you know, and their properties we have to identify. Okay, and all those type of rock properties, like maybe physical properties, maybe mechanical properties. जैसे मान लो ड्रिलिंग हो रहा है ना, सो ड्रिलिंग हो रहा है रिग पे, ठीक है. सो अगर ड्रिल हो रहा है, वी हैव टू टेक द सिलेंड्रिकल कोर सैंपल आउट ऑफ द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ फॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, हम सिलेंड्रिकल कोर सैंपल कलेक्ट करते हैं. देन वी हैव टू मेजर द फिजिकल एंड मैकेनिकल प्रॉपर्टी. ठीक है, एंड द स्ट्रेंथ. ऑल मैकेनिकल मतलब बताया था ना, ऑल दोस टाइप ऑफ डिफॉर्मेशनल प्रॉपर्टीज लाइक स्ट्रेंथ, हार्डनेस. Okay, so these are the important of the deformation properties we generally measure in the lab. ठीक है, so cylindrical core sample हम collect किए, we have to identify the quality check of the rock sample. ठीक है, हम identify करते हैं, और जब explore करते हैं whether is there any type of discontinuity is present or not, or like discontinue मतलब any type of fault, any type of unconformity, any type of fracture present in that particular formation or not. ठीक है, जैसे ड्रिल कर दिए, यहाँ पे सैंडस्टोन है, ठीक है, तो ये पर्टिकुलर सैंडस्टोन फॉर्मेशन पे कोई फॉल्ट मिल रहा है क्या, कोई फ्रैक्चर है क्या, या कोई अनकन्फर्मिटी है क्या, दैट वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई बाय टेकिंग ऑल दोस टाइप ऑफ रॉक सैंपल, कलेक्टिंग द सिलिंड्रिकल core sample. ठीक है, so this is called the core drilling. We normally drill and collect the core, so this is called the core drilling. Okay, through the core drilling, what is the application of core drilling? Application हम क्यों करते हैं normally? Feed the drilling information with geology. अभी बताया ना, so drill करते हैं, suppose sandstone formation मिला आपको, we get the different type of geological study in sandstone formation. Yes or no? So जैसे मान लीजिए lithological study, okay, we identify the different properties of that formation, okay, be it physical property, be it mechanical properties. है कि नहीं। सो डेप्थ ऑफ ड्रिलिंग, कितना डेप्थ तक ड्रिल हुआ है। सो डेप्थ ऑफ ड्रिलिंग मतलब जितना ड्रिलिंग जो, लेट मी ऐड सम, सपोज ये ड्रिलिंग मशीन है ना, ये ड्रिल हो रहा है, ओके ठीक है, सपोज सैंडस्टोन, ये सेल फॉर्मेशन हो गया, ओके ठीक है। सपोज एक टाइम पे ये ड्रिलिंग हुआ ड्रिल मशीन पे, सो अप टू दिस पर्टिकुलर लेंथ ड्रिलिंग हुआ है, सो इसको बोलते हैं रन। हाउ मच डेप्थ, रन मतलब हाउ मच डेप्थ इज ड्रिलिंग, ओके, और अप टू हाउ मच depth the drilling machine is going in a particular time period, ठीक है। So that is the fast run or like in a particular run, particular time period, ठीक है। So this is the depth of drilling for drilling का information हमको पता चलता है। core logging करते हैं, we log the core, है ना। logging मतलब क्या है, एक मिनट, logging मतलब recording, right। core logging मतलब record all the detail of core sample। तो जैसे core box रहता है ना, core logging sheet रहता है, एक core logging sheet रहता है जहाँ पे सारा डाटा रिकॉर्ड होता है। जैसे आरक्यूडी क्या हो गया, कितने डेप्थ तक ड्रिलिंग हुआ है, डेप्थ ऑफ ड्रिलिंग, है ना। सैंपल कलेक्शन लोकेशन, ठीक है, लेंथ ऑफ कोर, diameter of core, all those details there is a logging sheet we should write in the logging sheet. So that is the recording of the core sample and all those detail of the core sample. So that is called the core logging, okay। And core disintegration, whether the core is disintegrated or not, or any type of preservation or not, ठीक है। जैसे मान लीजिए कहीं whether during the drilling time, ठीक है, during drilling time जैसे कहीं पे फ्रैक्चर हो गया, मान लीजिए ड्रिल हो रहा है मशीन वजह से, सपोज एनी टाइप ऑफ फ्रैक्चर और एनी टाइप ऑफ मिस हैपनिंग ड्यूरिंग द ड्रिलिंग टाइम हो रहा है कि नहीं। सो फ्रैक्चर नॉर्मली इट कैन बी द नेचुरल फ्रैक्चर और नेचुरल डिसकंटिन्यूटी, ओके, नेचुरल डिसकंटिन्यूटी, और द फ्रैक्चर इज ड्यू टू द मशीन, so that is called the mechanical fracture, ठीक है। ये जो फ्रैक्चर हो रहा है ये नेचुरल डिसकंटिन्यूटी है या फिर ये जो फ्रैक्चर है इज इट ड्यू टू द मशीन, ठीक है। ड्रिल के वजह से, ड्रिलिंग जैसे टाइम ड्रिलिंग हो रहा है ड्यूरिंग द ड्रिलिंग, सो सम फ्रैक्चर इज क्रिएटिंग, ओके। सो वेदर द कोर इज डिसइंटीग्रेटेड एंड फ्रैक्चर और नॉट। तो कोर रिकवरी करते हैं, फिर उसके बाद स्ट्रेंथ मेजर करते हैं, उसका हार्डनेस, वी नॉर्मली मेजर द जॉइंट और मेजर द जॉइंट सेट, ये कैलकुलेट करते हैं, जॉइंट वॉल्यूम, ठीक है, जीएवी, दैट इज कॉल्ड द वॉल्यूमेट्रिक जॉइंट। एंड फ्रैक्चर सरफेस, वेदर द फ्रैक्चर सरफेस इज मैकेनिकल वर्सेस डिसकंटिन्यूटी, अभी बताया था, वेदर दिस टाइप ऑफ फ्रैक्चर इज जनरेटेड ड्यू टू द मशीन और लाइक एनी टाइप ऑफ natural discontinuity present, okay। And then talk about the RQD, okay। Let's go to the next one. So this is study under the rock mass classification, okay, how you normally classify the rock mass, ठीक है। rock mass ये देखेंगे जब मैं इंजीनियरिंग जियोलॉजी डिटेल पढ़ाऊंगा, okay। So engineering geology is used, it cannot be covered within like 5 days or 6 days, ठीक है। For the detailed studies, like for the lab studies, lab work and all those properties, okay, RMR, rock mass rating, okay। So we have to study all those things in the like coming days, so be patient for that. I will upload gradually, don't worry about that particular part। So in this I will just cover in a brief manner, ऐसे like एग्जाम आपका क्वेश्चन हो सके, है ना, एग्जाम क्वेश्चन आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो, दैट्स ऑल। That is the main purpose for the quick revision course. It is quick in nature, okay। So rock mass classification, there are like lot of mass classification is there, okay। I will just cover in a brief manner। One is Terjargi rock mass classification, RQD is there, RMR is there, and Q value system, Q system is there। एंड इसका जो साइंटिस्ट है ना तेजारगी, by the rock RQD by Deere, okay, by Deere, Bowenski by rock mass rating. इसका साइंटिस्ट नेम याद करना है, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन यू कैन ऑल्सो गेट. जैसे मान लीजिए RMR किसका प्रोपोज किया था, किसने प्रोपोज किया था, बायोम्स्की ने प्रोपोज किया था. RQD किसने प्रोपोज किया था, डियर ने प्रोपोज किया था, है ना. सो ऑल दोस थिंग्स यू कैन गेट. ओके. सो रॉक मास क्लासिफिकेशन और डेवलप टू क्रिएट साइट इन्वेस्टिगेशन. जैसे मान लीजिए अभी बताया था, कोर सैंपल अगर कलेक्ट कर रहे हो तो what are the all those properties and what is the quality check, okay, to create the site investigation purpose more systematic way, the effective way, ठीक है. To identify all those parameter influencing the behavior of rock mass, ठीक है, जैसे rock mass कैसे behave करता है, ठीक है. So all those type of parameter affect in the understanding of the rock mass behavior, ठीक है. So Tejargi attempted, this is really important. Geology attempted to categorize rock into different groups based on the some descriptive classification, ठीक है. जैसे RMR हो गया, ठीक है, RQD हो गया. So these are the classification based on these type of parameter we identify the quality of rock mass, okay, quality of rock mass, whether the rock mass is suitable for the any type of constructional work or not. जैसे टनल हो रहा है, whether this type of particular rock mass is suitable for the tunnel work or not, ठीक है. Okay, suppose RQD, whether the rock mass RQD की quality है, whether it is a good in nature, okay, whether it is a poor in nature or very good in nature. So this type of classification, okay, has attempted by Tejargi for the understanding of the rock mass, okay. So RQD when Deere, RQD कौन प्रपोज किया था, डियर ने 1967 पे, सक्सेसफुली प्रोवाइडिंग a quantitative estimation of the rock mass quality from the drill core block, okay. Normally what happens is the core that has been collected through the drilling and estimate the RQD, rock quality or rock mass quality, okay. So more extensive classification scheme were developed by Wickham and Bowenski and Button, okay, that changed drastically. So this is a kind of introduction and application of the all those type of rock mass. You can write in the GSI mains if the question has been asked in the GSI main, please write something, ठीक है, इसलिए मैं ऐड किया हूँ so that you can write some content, okay. Let's go to the, so objective of the rock mass, this is not required, you can go to this for the engineering design, for the any type of constructional work, for the communication between the engineer and geologist, ठीक है, for the understanding of the behavior of rock mass, कैसे behave करता है, and what are the different type of parameters, significant parameter that influence the rock mass, ठीक है. Divide particularly rock mass formation into group or similar behavior, that is rock mass of varying quality, ठीक है. हम quality check करते हैं, different type of understanding of the rock mass behavior, ठीक है, and what are the different type of parameter that influence the rock mass, ठीक है. So this is the objective of the studying of the rock mass classification. This is all about the application part. क्यों हम यूज करते हैं, why, that is more important, ठीक है. So benefit of the rock mass classification, ठीक है, improving the quality of site investigation by calling for the minimum of input data as classification parameter, ठीक, by, ठीक है, by input the minimum data की वजह से how do you get maximum benefit, okay, through minimum input, okay. So this is the main purpose for the rock mass classification, providing the quantitative information for design purpose. अभी बताया था for any type of tunnel design, any type of डैम कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क, एनी टाइप ऑफ कोस्टलाइन स्ट्रक्चर, ठीक है, जो स्ट्रक्चर बिल्ड हो रहा है, फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ डिजाइन पर्पज वी नॉर्मली यूज द रॉक मास क्लासिफिकेशन, ओके, रॉक मास क्लासिफिकेशन, ठीक है. सो रॉक मास क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम अभी बताया था, रॉक लोड क्लासिफिकेशन बाय तेजारकी, standard time classification is not required right now for the, this is really important for the tunnel construction. I will not go into detail part because This we have to study in a detail in coming days. ठीक है? Stand of time classification by Lucifer, RQD by DR. Please go through that. Q system by Button, RMR by Vansky. ठीक है? So this is you can get in the fact based question. ये कौन प्रपोज किया था? ठीक है? RMR is proposed by. Suppose question दे दिया होगा. Button, DR, Vansky, okay? Tejargi, you can write this type of fact-based question. You can also get in the Assistant Hydrogeologist and Geologist examination. And engineering rock mass classification scheme, I will not go into detail. It is also application part for the tunnel design, for the preliminary design stage, okay, for the dam construction, okay, are practical engineering tools which force the user to examine the properties of the rock mass. This is really important. Okay, do not replace detailed design method. ओके तेजार की रॉक मास क्लासिफिकेशन कैसे होता है? रॉक मास डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है. आई विल नॉट गो इनटू डिटेल राइट नाउ. इंटैक्ट रॉक होता है, स्ट्रेटिफाइड रॉक, मॉडरेटली जॉइंटेड, ब्लॉकी एंड सेमी क्रॉस्ड रॉक, स्क्वीजिंग एंड स्कूलिंग. आई विल गो latter part. This is not required right now. There are a lot of properties we have to study for the understanding of the Tejarki classification and different type of rock properties. There will be the microscopic studies, some microscopic particle is there for the understanding all those type of lithology and the formation of the rock mass. Okay. So RQD by DR aim to provide the quantitative estimate of the rock mass quality from the drill core. Okay, when we log the core normally or when we drilling the soil surface and collect the core sample है ना, cylindrical core sample. So why RQD is important? ठीक है, what is the application of the RQD? It measure of the degree of jointing. जैसे मान लो degree of jointing or fracture in rock cores. ठीक है, जब सैंपल ला रहे हो, ठीक है, whether this type of particular formation is jointed or not, or is there any type of formation, is there any discontinuity present in that particular formation or not. ठीक है, so understanding the degree of fracturing or jointing, RQD is very much important. ठीक है, at what depth there will be some fracture or joint. So based on this we measure the RQD, okay, to provide the quantitative estimate of rock mass quality from drill log. ठीक है, equal to percentage of intact core pieces longer than 100 mm, okay, that is 10 centimeter, that is 4 inch to the total length of core. That means all the type of RQD क्या बताया हूँ, all those core length that is greater than 10 centimeter divided by total drill run, कितना डेप्थ तक ड्रिल रन हुआ है और टोटल बोरहोल लेंथ. ठीक है, into 100%. Okay, so this is the formula or mathematical expression for the RQD. अगर ये 10 सेंटीमीटर के जगह मिलीमीटर पे दिया होगा, so it is approximately 100 millimeter है ना, और इंच पे दिया होगा, so greater than equal to 4 inch. Okay, all those type of solid core, sum of, that is sum of, okay, sum of the core lengths greater than 10 centimeter upon the total drill run, okay, at how much depth or up to which depth the drilling machine is run. Okay, so that is total drill into 100 to calculate in the percentage. Okay, so this is the approximately formula or mathematical expression. So this is the directional dependent parameter, don't go into this. So this type of formula you should remember. This is also mathematical expression for calculating the RQD. So JB का मतलब क्या है, number of joint per 1 millimeter volume. ठीक है, कितना joint है per unit volume. Okay, so that is the JV. Okay, volumetric joint count, that is called the volumetric joint count. Okay, we also find out by, it is given by the Palstrom, you can use the formula for this for calculating the RQD. अगर JB instead of core sample all those type of core detail, जैसे JB दे दिया होगा, JB मतलब volumetric joint count. Suppose volumetric joint count is 20, then how do you calculate? Simply RQD will be 115 minus 3.3 into 20. Okay, and lambda is the number of joint per unit length. अगर unit length दिया होगा, joint क्या unit length, per unit length पे कितना joint है, so that is the lambda part. अगर दिया होगा, so put this type of mathematical formula. Okay, see procedure of measurement of calculation of the RQD. जैसे मान लीजिए ये जो drill run हुआ है, so this is the amount of drill run. Okay, इतना मशीन तक drill run हुआ है, ठीक है. So this is the total length of core run is 200 cm. Suppose ये 200 cm तक drilling हुआ है, ठीक है. So RQD will be the length of core pieces that is greater than 10 cm length by total length of core run into 100%. RQD is measured in percentage. This type of core sample you can get, ठीक है. ये core box होता है, ठीक है. In core box you have to, suppose ये drill हुआ है, suppose drill, okay, suppose ये 10 meter drill हुआ है, again the run will be from the 20 meter. ये core box में आप जैसे मान लीजिए सैंपल उठाया है, डेप्थ वाइज इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ डेप्थ पे आप सजाओगे all those type of cylindrical core को, cylindrical core. Okay, so this is the core box in which the cylindrical core sample normally वहां पे रखते हैं, ठीक है. सो द कोर ड्रिलिंग इज अप टू 200 सेंटीमीटर, ठीक है. सो RQD क्या होगा, ये देखो ये कोर सैंपल है 38 सेंटीमीटर 17 सेंटीमीटर, ठीक है. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं हुआ है. सी दिस टाइप ऑफ इज फ्रैक्चरिंग, राइट, is mechanical fracture or the natural fracture. So this is due to the mechanical fracture or due to the drilling machine the fracture creates normally, ठीक है. फिर 20 हो गया 20 सेंटीमीटर and 30 सेंटीमीटर 35 सेंटीमीटर. So 38 17 20 35 out of 200, okay, the RQD will come to 55%, ठीक है. 55%, it is RQD. And another parameter is the, let me add, that is called the core recovery, ठीक है. core recovery ये कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? So that is normally total length of the recovered core, कितना रिकवर हुआ है टोटल पे, ओपन टोटल ड्रिल रन, ओके, टोटल ड्रिलिंग इनटू 100, इतना कोर रिकवर हुआ है टोटली, ठीक है. अगर 100 से माइनस कर दोगे कोर रिकवरी और 1 से माइनस कर दोगे यू विल गेट द कोर लॉस, ठीक है. इतना कोर रिकवर हुआ है, सो दैट मीन्स द टोटल लेंथ ऑफ द कोर दैट इज रिकवर्ड, ओके, दैट इज कोर रिकवरी परसेंटेज. एंड कितना कोर लॉस हुआ है, 100 माइनस कोर रिकवरी इज द कोर लॉस. Okay, so 38 17 there will be the no pieces in this particular part or in this particular section, ठीक है. यहाँ पे कोई भी piece cylindrical sample नहीं हुआ है because this is all type of fracture we are getting due to the drilling. Okay, 20 and 35 there will be the drilling break and there will be no recovery. यहाँ पे sample recover नहीं हुआ है, there is no sample recovered in this particular part, ठीक है. Next go to this part. So this is the core box. We normally arrange like this according to depth, increasing depth हम सजाते हैं इसको, ठीक है. We arrange in increasing depth manner. So all this type of cylindrical core sample is there. सो रॉक मास डिस्क्रिप्शन, क्या क्या डिस्क्राइब करना पड़ता है, द रॉक टाइप, ठीक है. सो दैट इज द लिथोलॉजी पार्ट, whether the rock is igneous in nature, whether the rock is sedimentary in nature, whether the rock is metamorphic in nature, है ना? So this is the rock type. Rock strength we normally measure. So UCS, initial compressive strength test, tensile strength, right? All those type of strength we normally describe. Seepage, is there any groundwater seepage or not? Their weathering pattern, ठीक है? Their filling material, whether this type of joint or any type of discontinuity is filled with any type of secondary material or not. Joint, number of joint set. So see, so this is the joint set, right? Joint set उस दिन बताया था ना. So this is oriented in same direction, है ना? So that is called one joint set. So this is the another joint set. So this is perpendicular in nature, right? This type of joint. The joint having the same orientation is called the joint set. A number of joint that is has been oriented in the same direction. Joint spacing, joint orientation मतलब what is the strike of the joint, okay, in which the joint plane is dipping or not, right? So volumetric joint count, JB, how many joint per unit volume, okay, number of joint per volume, that is 1 meter cube, okay. Joint spacing, in between joint, what is the distance between joint, okay. Joint aperture, is there any small type aperture between joint or not? Joint roughness, okay, ये सब describe करना पड़ता है. Don't go into detail, this is not required. So this is the volumetric joint count. How do you calculate normally? Okay, see, this is the joint set number 1, this is the joint set number 2, this is joint set number. So see, this is the S1 and this is the S3, okay, and this is the S2, okay. So there will be the 3 number of joint will be number of joint set will be the 3. So how do we calculate per cubic meter पे कैसे calculate करते हैं? So this is the block diagram, ठीक है, containing 3 number of joint. So JB क्या होगा? 1 by S1 plus 1 by S2 plus 1 by S3, ठीक है, number of joint set. So it is the summation of the number of joint set. Okay, so this is the volumetric joint count. And RQD के साथ relation क्या होता है? If the volumetric joint count will be given, then 115 minus 3.3 JB, or it is approximately 3.5 भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है, 3.3 नहीं तो 3.5. So see, this type of joint plane. So this is the block diagram, okay. See, this is the north direction, na? So this is the strike, this is the dip. So this is the orientation of joint, ठीक है. This is a joint filling, whether this type of particular joint is filled with any type of secondary material or not. This is the joint length, you can go through this, okay. So this is the block diagram for the proper understanding of the joint, okay. This type of, normally you can get the roughness value, ठीक है, or any type of alteration is there or not due to the jointing, okay. And this is the joint thickness also there. So this is the joint plane, you know, in which there will be the discontinuity. So joint spacing, perpendicular distance between adjacent discontinuity, ठीक है, very close spacing, less than 6 centimeter, closely spaced. So this is the like value in which we can normally classify. अगर less than 6 centimeter होगा, very close spacing होगा, 6 से 20 closely spaced, 20 से 60 moderately spaced, 60 to 200 अगर होगा widely spaced, and very widely spaced more than 200 centimeter. The joint persistence is like this. There is some value for the joint persistence also, ठीक है. It is not required. I already mentioned what is RQD. RQD was introduced by TR, ये याद रखना, in 1964 as index of assessing rock quality quantitatively. RQD modified percentage core recovery that incorporates some pieces of core, that is solid core, that are 10 centimeter or that is 4 inch or greater in length. So sum of core pieces greater than equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, sum of core pieces, suppose C1 plus C2 like this only should be greater than equal to 10 centimeter or greater than equal to 4 inch. Okay, it is a total drill run, कितना ड्रिलिंग हुआ है, कितना डेप्थ तक, ठीक है. डेप्थ, टोटल बोरवेल लेंथ इसको भी बोलते हैं, है ना, बोरवेल लेंथ. into 100%. Okay, RQD is fine. It is a practical parameter for the core logging. Application is the to estimate the or quantify the degree of fracture. ठीक है, अगर ज़्यादा स्पीड हो रहा है तो प्लीज़ लाइक स्पीड को कम आके देख लेना, ठीक है, 1 लाइक और 1.5 सही 1.5x स्पीड पे. It is a practical parameter to estimate the quality of the cylindrical core sample, है ना. So direct method, there will be the sum of the direct method in which we can measure the rock quality by the ISRM. So International Society for the Rock Mechanics, ISRM recommends the core size at least NX size. इसको बोलते हैं NX size. So diameter of core, diameter of cylindrical core sample should be equal to 50 per meter. ठीक है, इसको बोलते हैं NX size core. Okay. So there will be the artificial fracture or not. जैसे मान लो natural fracture or natural discontinuity is present in between those or not, or any type of discontinuity is due to the drilling machine, can be identified by close fitting cores on straighted surfaces. All those type of artificial fracture should be ignored. Artificial fracture को normally ignore करते हैं, and all those mechanical fracture जो create होता है due to the drilling machine उसको हम कंसिडर करते हैं, ठीक है. So this type of, okay, and correlation between RQD and rock quality, अगर RQD का percentage less than 25 होगा, so the quality will be very poor. अगर 25 से 50 होगा, so quality will be poor. अगर 50 से 75 it will be fair. अगर 75 से 90 it will be good, and greater than 90 will be the excellent. See, there will be in between those, so there will be the sum of the formation which is mechanically fractured. It is due to the drilling machine. Okay, so length हुआ है 38 centimeter, 17, okay, 38 centimeter. This is not required as no certain pieces longer than 10 centimeter. Okay, so यहाँ पे भी मिला हुआ है इस formation पे cylindrical core sample 20 centimeter, 43 centimeter. In this region there will be the no recovery. See, there will be the some mechanical break caused by drilling process. So RQD क्या होगा अगर calculate करोगे, RQD 38, 17, 20, 43 इसको अगर ऐड करोगे out of 200 because the total core norm is 200 centimeter. So 200. Numerator and denominator unit हमेशा सेम होना चाहिए. न्यूमरेटर का यूनिट अगर सेंटीमीटर है, डिनोमिनेटर का यूनिट भी सेंटीमीटर होना चाहिए. ओके, सो एज इट इज द सेंटीमीटर बोथ, जैसे 38 सेंटीमीटर है, 17 सेंटीमीटर है, द लेंथ ऑफ न्यूमरेटर एज वेल एज द डिनोमिनेटर इज सेम. सो 118 upon the 200. So that is the RQD. And core recovery ये सारे कुछ देखिए, core recovery is coming 78%. That means 78% core is recovered, and rest is there will be the core loss. कितना core loss हुआ है? 22%, right? So this is the amount that is the core has been recovered, okay, and this is the amount that the core has been not recovered. कितना loss हुआ है, कितना recover हुआ, okay. So there will be the indirect method in which, like in lab, there will be the some punted machine in which we normally calculate the P wave velocity and S wave velocity. From P wave and S wave like parameter, we normally also can find out the RQD. Okay, don't go into detail. I will cover in the later part. RQD also can be calculated by in situ compressional wave velocity VA by VS. So that is the compressional wave velocity in intact core rock. ठीक है. So कितना velocity P wave velocity जा रहा है, ठीक है, in situ part, और in intact rock core पे कितना compressional wave velocity जा रहा है. We measure those type of it is indirect, right? It is not direct, so that's why it is the indirect method or like seismic method. ठीक है. So volumetric joint count ये बता चुका हूँ. RQD is like 115 minus 3.3 से भी और 3.5 or sometimes 2.5 also. ठीक है. So JV represent the total number of joint for cubic meter, or it is called the volumetric joint count. Okay, this is not required. The limitation also there कि limitation कैसा होता है और limitation क्या है ताकि हम उस एक्सटेंट तक नहीं जा पाए. Okay, so जैसे मान लीजिए RQD is biased by the orientation of the measurement. Some approximately correction should be there or available to remove this type of effect. RQD is influenced by drilling equipment, है ना, size of equipment, handling of course. So this is the limitation. Q system, don't go into detail for time being. Just remember the formula or mathematical expression. Okay, so Q system is based on numerical assessment of the rock mass quality using the 6 different parameter. RQD हो गया, number of joint set हो गया, discontinuity हो गया, water inflow हो गया, stress condition हो गया. So this type of parameter affect the Q system. Okay, next go to this part. This should you remember. So this is the mathematical expression for the calculation of the Q. So this is the rock quality designation, joint number is there, JR का मतलब joint roughness होता है, JR का मतलब so this type of denominator joint alteration number. Okay, and JW will be the joint water reduction number, SRF will be the stress reduction factor. So this should be memorized for time being. I'll not cover into detail कि joint set number क्या होता है, joint roughness. I will go detail after this. Okay, and I will cover all those engineering geology part. Okay, so it is also like classification of the rock mass. Q system, classification of the rock mass or quality check to give the overall rock mass quality. So this is designated as Q system. और एक होता है ना जैसे to measure the groundwater potential in the fractured rock, that is called the, let me write also that. Also there will be the some evaluation technique, rock mass classification procedure is there, procedure in which we normally evaluate the groundwater potential in fractured bedrock. ठीक है, जैसे मान लीजिए ग्राउंड वाटर पोटेंशियल इन फ्रैक्चर बेडरॉक. सपोज दिस इज द surface. Okay, and this is the soft surface. In this particular portion or in this particular lithology, is the enough number of groundwater can be extracted, or what is the like groundwater conductivity? Okay, groundwater permeability condition, or whether this type of aquifer is saturated or not. ठीक है, whether the aquifer is porous or not, whether this aquifer is permeable or not, so that groundwater flow can be easier. So that is called the groundwater potential in fractured bedrock. Okay, so that we can extract or can explore in that particular part, extract the groundwater. Okay, so उसको बोलते हैं हाइड्रो पोटेंशियल वैल्यू, हाइड्रो पोटेंशियल वैल्यू होता है HP. ठीक है, HP क्या होता है, RQD by JN into JR by JK into another factor is JAF into JW. ठीक है, याद रखना, फिर से लिख रहा हूं. So hydro potential factor can be calculated from RQD JN multiplied by JR by JK JAF into JW. RQD क्या होता है, अभी बताया था, रॉक क्वालिटी डेजिग्नेशन. JN क्या होता है, जॉइंट सेट नंबर. JR क्या होता है, सारा बता चुका हूं, है ना, जॉइंट रफनेस नंबर. सिर्फ ये जो टर्मिनोलॉजी है JK, दिस इज कॉल्ड जॉइंट. इन जॉइंट व्हाट इज द हाइड्रोलिक conductivity, joint hydraulic conductivity number. Okay, you can get also some numerical also, JK and JF. So this is the joint aperture factor, and JW will be joint water reduction factor. ठीक है, all those are same, सिर्फ यहाँ पे JK one parameter is there because in the saturated aquifer or in the formation there will be measure of the conductivity, right? Whether this type of aquifer permeable, enough permeable or not, so that we can extract the groundwater, है ना? And JAF, that is the aperture factor. Okay, remember this. So name of classification, if the rock load, क्यों हम यूज करते हैं टनलिंग वर्क के लिए विथ स्टील सपोर्ट, स्टैंड-अप टाइम टनलिंग वर्क, आरक्यूडी कोर लॉगिंग के लिए यूज करते हैं, है ना? आरएसआर भी टनलिंग के लिए यूज करते हैं. It is, you can write in the GSI mains examination also. That's a different type of application. Or you can get like in which one of the following is the application of the rock load classification. जैसे टनलिंग हो गया, दे दिया होगा, कोर लॉगिंग, है ना, माइंस के लिए यू कैन गेट आरएमआर. सो माइंस के लिए यूज होता है, टनल के लिए यूज होता है to measure the slope stability, okay, bolting in coal mines, and there will be the weatherability or not. Q system tunnel के लिए excavation or any type of support structure. Let's go to the formula. Now it's time for the question. ठीक है? So this question has been asked in the Assistant Geologist 2022. Okay, the course recovered from a 1 meter deep borewell, मतलब ये 1 मीटर तक बोरिंग हुआ है, ड्रिलिंग हुआ है. आर लेंथ 12 सेंटीमीटर. कोर पीसेस collected, C1 will be 12 centimeter, C2 will be 8 centimeter, है ना? C3 will be 28 centimeter, C4 will be 5 centimeter, C5 will be 17 centimeter, है ना? C6 will be 11 centimeter, and C7 will be 19 centimeter. 7 cylindrical core sample collected. Okay, RQD पूछा है, हम जानते हैं summation of the core pieces should be greater than 10 centimeter. देखो यहाँ पे सेंटीमीटर है, यहाँ पे मीटर है, so 1 मीटर मतलब 100 सेंटीमीटर कर दो, सिंपल. Okay, greater than 10 centimeter by total drill run into 100. Okay, so core pieces का लेंथ ये लोगे कितना होगा 12, 8 नहीं लोगे, है ना, 28 लोगे, 28, 5 नहीं लोगे, है ना, लेस देन 10, 17 लोगे, फिर 17 आ गया, फिर क्या लोगे 11, फिर क्या लोगे 19, राइट? ओपन 100 इंटू 100 कैंसल, कितना हो गया, ये 20, ये 30, ये 40, 50, ये 60, राइट, ये 70, ये 80 and 7, 87. So 87%. So answer will be 87%. ठीक है? So B will be the right answer. Next, go to this part. Question number 2. For a dam site investigation, drilling was carried out up to depth of 20 meter. कितना drilling हुआ है? 20 meter तक. Total length of recovered core pieces each over 100 millimeter. ठीक है? Add up to 16 millimeter. ठीक है? What is the core length? 16. Okay. RQD will be 16 by 20 into 100. That is 80%. So the percentage will be 80%. ठीक है? Let's attempt question number 3. Los Angeles abrasion test was conducted for a granite aggregate with an initial value of 4800. Okay. Suppose initial sample का weight 4800 मीटर. ठीक है? फाइनल सैंपल का वेट दिया हुआ है 3504 ग्राम. सो दिस इज द ग्राम. जैसे मान लीजिए ये आपको आइडिया नहीं है, सपोज हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस, ठीक है, हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस टाइप ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल अप्रोच। सपोज आप नहीं जानते हो व्हाट इज द लॉस एंजेलस एब्रेशन टेस्ट, ओके, सो लॉस एंजेलस एब्रेशन टेस्ट टू मेजर द रेजिस्टेंस, है ना, और एग्रीगेट टॉपनेस, लेट मी राइट, टू measure the aggregate, okay, in this particular part. So ये अगर आपको करना है, you also can write, suppose मान लीजिए आपको परसेंटेज याद है ना, suppose there is a value of 100, okay, it comes to rise to 150, then what is the percentage increment or what is the percentage of decrement, right? You know, right? There will be the some initial weight percentage 4800 इनिशियल वैल्यू है, 3504 फाइनल वैल्यू है। सो आफ्टर द टेस्ट कितना आपका लॉस हो रहा है, दैट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ डिसइंटीग्रेशन। दिस इज सिंपली लाइक परसेंटेज चेंज है ना, फाइनल वैल्यू और इनिशियल वैल्यू माइनस फाइनल बाय इनिशियल वैल्यू, राइट? सो द आंसर विल बी 4800 minus 3504 by 4800. Calculate this, ठीक है? This is the Los Angeles aberration test. Even if you don't know the Los Angeles aberration test क्या होता है, you can also calculate by looking at the value just and see the unit is in percentage, right? You अगर percentage की बात करें, so what is mean by percentage? Percent, right? Out of 100. What is your value? That is called the percentage of mark you are securing, like this only, right? So even if you don't know the question or like even if you don't know the concept कि Los Angeles aberration test क्या होता है, you also can do this type of numerical, okay? Also I can write something about like let me just write Los Angeles aberration test, ठीक है? ये क्यों करते हैं? टू मेजर द एग्रीगेट टफनेस और रेजिस्टेंस। जैसे कि कुछ डिग्रेडेशन हो गया, कुछ डिसइंटीग्रेट हो गया मटेरियल और रॉक सैंपल, ठीक है? इसके लिए हम नॉर्मली यूज करते हैं। सो व्हाट इज द एब्रेशन वैल्यू? सो एब्रेशन वैल्यू विल बी सिंपली इनिशियल वेट W1 minus W2 by W1 into 100, ठीक है? सो दिस इज द एब्रेशन वैल्यू। सो W1 क्या होता है? सैंपल का ओरिजिनल वेट ऑफ रॉक सैंपल। W2 क्या होता है? फाइनल और आफ्टर द टेस्ट, okay? और आफ्टर टेस्ट फाइनल वेट of rock sample. So that's all. So this is the Los Angeles aberration test. Even if you don't know, you can solve it by looking at the what is the requirement for this type of question. Okay? So YouTube community पे मैं यही दिया था, अगर कोई टनल is being constructed हो रहा है through in mountainous region, जैसे माउंटेन पे कुछ टनल कंस्ट्रक्ट हो रहा है सपोज, ठीक है? The rock mass quality of the surrounding mass being assessed हो रहा है using the rock quality designation system. A drill core has been taken up to the depth of 20 meter. So this is the mistake I have given, यहाँ पे 20 मीटर दिया हुआ है, ठीक है? 2 मीटर के हिसाब से मैं आंसर दिया हूँ ऑप्शन, ठीक है? जैसे 85%, 87% है ना, 2 मीटर के हिसाब से, बट वहाँ पे मैं लिखा हूँ 20 मीटर. It is a big mistake. Okay, so 2 meter and the length of intact rock pieces is measured. So piece number 1, piece number 2, piece 3, piece 4, piece 5, piece 6, piece 7. Calculate the core recovery value. ठीक है? अगर आप core recovery value calculate करते हो, तो मैं क्या बताया? You have to take the all the length. or all the collected length of core sample, ठीक, by total drill run into 100. और अगर RQD पूछा होगा, so summation of the core length greater than equal to 10 सेंटीमीटर. अगर RQD पूछा होगा तो 5 सेंटीमीटर का सैंपल नहीं लोगे, है ना. So we have to just add 5 centimeter core cylindrical sample का length for calculation of the core recovery. ठीक है, अगर RQD कैलकुलेट करते हो तो 5 मीटर को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देना, दैट्स ऑल. ठीक है, अगर कोर लॉस पूछेगा देन 100 माइनस कोर रिकवरी. Okay, that's all. Okay, so this is the assignment for you. Try this out, solve it, and put the answer in the comment section. Put your answer in comment section. आप लोग कमेंट नहीं करते, कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं करते. हाउ डू यू आई ट्रैक योर लाइक ग्रोथ? आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि नहीं, मुझे बता ना कमेंट पे. या whether the all the type of lecture is in the speed mode, ज़्यादा स्पीड हो रहा है क्या नहीं. Any type of feedback you can give, right? Any type of feedback. If suppose समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, then you can drop a mail. अगर समझ में आ रहा है then also you can drop a mail. ठीक है, क्या चाहिए क्या नहीं चाहिए, you can drop a mail or write in the comment section so that I can know, right? If there will be no value or like there will be no value addition from my side, then there is no point of uploading such lecture, right? It is a completely waste of time for my time as well, for your time as well, है ना. कोई बात ही नहीं है. अगर आप लोग का कुछ वैल्यू आर्ट नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ एग्जाम पे आप कर नहीं पा रहे हो, then there is no point of uploading this type of video. So please write in the comment section, है ना, so that I can at least know कि हाँ आपका सही चल रहा है, you are on track. Okay, so this is the assignment for you. Please write in the comment section what is the value of this particular question. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. So hope so I will upload more video after your assistant geologist examination, and hope so I will deliver more content after that. So hope so you really like the video. Please, okay, it's a kind of request of just a token of love कि इतना वीडियो अपलोड हो रहा है, इतना एफर्ट दे रहे हैं टीचर, so that at least a token of love you can share with your friend or any other telegram channel you can share. ठीक है, please like the video, comment below what is your doubt so that I can at least know कि आपका प्रॉब्लम कुछ हो रहा है कि नहीं. So at least I know. So please like it, share it and subscribe to my channel. That's all for this particular video. Hope so I will meet after your examination. So good luck for your examination. So I think this is the last video, or I'll be upload one more video tomorrow. Okay, so all the best for your examination. We'll meet after the examination. Thank you so much.